What's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. Today we got a 2014 SRX Cadillac here. We got a code P0011, bank 1, cam sensor. It says intake. Okay, so got me a sensor here. Okay, this is the sensor. It's a part number here. Got me a Delco here. So it's gonna be hard for you guys to find out which one is a cam sensor. So let me pop this hood open and which one is exhaust sensor, which one is bank 1, which one is bank 2. I'm gonna tell you all that right now. Let me just go get my light. Okay, before we do all that, but check this out. You see this says EX and this says IN. That's exhaust and intake. This is the back side of the engine close to the firewall, and it's leaning. If you look at it, it's leaning downward a bit. I'll show you that exactly. Over here, they're not showing the whole picture. You got this is the bank 1, okay? So how did I find out this is bank 1? I actually went into this, and bank 1, it will tell me that's a bank 1. But what we're gonna do is let me search up here oxygen sensors. So searching up oxygen sensor. Let's press OK. Computer's a bit slow. So let's click into bank 1, sensor 1. It will tell you bank 1, sensor 1 is the number 1. So if you look at this diagram, number 1 is up here. This is number 1. So this is the front side of the car, because the muffler, if you can see right here, the rest of the muffler goes to the back. So bank 1 is actually close to the firewall, just to confirm it. The reason why I wanted to do this because a lot of people will argue, oh, that's not the bank 1 or the bank 2. So now there's 2 cam sensor on each side, and I'm going to show you exactly which one and why is that particular sensor. Okay, so now on the car itself, we're going to have a little bit of hard time to fight this guy. So all the stuff is back there. So that's the bank 1 back there, and this is the bank 2 up in the front. So for bank 2, this would be oxygen sensor 2. Which is for the exhaust, because exhaust is on this side, as you can see right there. This would be the intake on this side. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this cover here. We're gonna disconnect the sensor, take all this off, and we should be able to get our hands on there very easily. So to start off this job, let's remove this guy right here. This is torque number 27. So you take this screw off, put it to the side because we do not want anything falling in here. Remove this little guy. Okay, this rubber piece, need to fix it. It goes onto this itself. So, but this thing has grommets on it. So what you want to do is you want to just pull on this guy, and it comes right off fairly and easily. Okay, there you go. That's how simple that is. Put your cap on so you don't drop anything. Anyways, going further, if you don't want to go bananas, you should be able to reach everything over here. But for the camera's sake, we're gonna remove a few things, and I might not remove a few things, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this guy off, and we're gonna disconnect this guy right here. So let's see how this works. There should be a tab underneath. So this is a red tab. Pull on this red tab if you need to. And then you're going to squeeze. Okay, you pull this off back, and then you squeeze right there, and it comes off. What you want to do next is I'm going to get something that's going to... Okay, I'm going to leave this alone. So pop this, and this one on this side, which one is already open. And we should be able to lift this guy. But just about now, unless there's another one back here. Okay, there isn't any. Okay, so these are still holding on. Okay, something is holding on to this guy. There's nothing back here. Okay, I think this is what it is. So what we want to do is we want to get number 8 or a flathead screwdriver, turn this few turns, and pop this open. Okay, got me a little flathead screwdriver here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this guy a few turns. Okay, once that turns, we're gonna see if this pipe comes off. Once this pipe comes off, this thing is gonna become very easy. So if you want to get a fork or something and remove this little guy right here, which I might do, but let's see how this works out. If I take this guy and just leave, there you go. You don't need to do much. So we're not gonna do anything else, but we are gonna be looking at that sensor. It's pretty easy to get to, so let me get some tools. Before we do anything, I do want to mention this first sensor right here is your intake sensor. Okay, the one far back, all the way to the back over here. It's a red little clip on it. That's for exhaust. Exhaust is in the back. So this is the intake right here, P0011. Okay, so let's get our tools. So what I want to do here is see this red connector right there. You need to lift that up, and then you want to push on that connector to get that off. So let me go get some tools. Okay, so here we are. See this little red tab here? So all you need to do is pull this up. Then you should be able to push. Okay, this pipe is not going to let us. Make sure it's something sharp. You don't want to stab this line. So push on that, and then you should be able to easily. Oh, there goes my light. Front of the camera. So let's take this guy out. Let's replace it here. Right here. There you go. Even better. Super bright. Not good for our sensor, but there you go. Good enough. So what you want to do here, I'm gonna go get a flathead screwdriver so I can push the tab with this. I just don't want to block the view for the camera, so I'm gonna push the tab, and at the same time, okay, there you go. I was able to get this connector a little bit to slide up, so it should be past. It should be past. Okay, maybe it's not past that tab yet. Okay, there you go. So the connector just came off. Now we need to take out this 10 millimeter. So you need a 10 millimeter wrench here. I mean, not a wrench, a socket, and I'm using this 1/4 inch drive. 1/4 of a drive ratchet here. So very easily it becomes loose. Should be able to take off this bolt. So we're gonna finish this guy out quickly and fast. All right. Okay, make sure you don't drop the bolt. There you go. Start right there. Now, if you get a flathead screwdriver, you could push this sensor out a bit. And the camera, I think it turned off. Oh no, it didn't. So let me see if I can do a little bit from the bottom. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Try to get it straight out. Try not to turn it right and left. Okay. Alright, this baby doesn't want to come out. It's stuck. Let me go get a flathead screwdriver. So I went and got this baby right here. Flathead screwdriver do, but this fork right here works like a magic for me. Okay, let's see if I can get this guy out. Let's see if I can do the bottom a bit. Okay, I'm gonna just turn it a little bit, because sometimes that seal is a trouble. Let's see if I could get it off now. You just don't want to break half the sensor in there, because then you're in a bigger, because you can break half the sensor inside the board, and then it's going to be a bigger job trying to get that guy out. Just work some magic up here slowly. Take your time. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's all you need to do. We're in this angle now. Okay, try to grab it evenly. You see how I did? I did the fork from the bottom and I grabbed it from the top and I just yanked it out. Very easy to get off. So this is what it looked like. And I am gonna go get a new sensor. I already showed you guys some part number for this guy. Here's our new sensor. So what you want to do is, you see that little O-ring? Make sure you put a little bit of oil on it. Just a tiny bit. What that's going to do is going to allow it to go in nice and smooth. Try to capture it in the same angle that we took off. Back up a little bit more oil on it. Just make sure it's nice and smooth. Okay, the baby should go. Don't put a bolt on. Think that bolt's gonna go. It's gonna push it in. So take your time, guys. Take your time. Okay, just give it a bit, and eventually it will go in. Okay, little by little. What's happening here is our connector is bothering us. I don't want that. Okay, I could put a bolt on now and see if it can come and compress, but I don't want to do that. That would be a bad idea. Okay, I took out the sensor. So what I did is I put a little bit of oil on my finger, and I am gonna just rub it on this board here. It's giving me trouble. Okay, I put more oil on the seal itself right here. Put more oil lube on it. So do that to begin with. You guys can only learn from what I did here. Okay, so let's give it another temp. So I'm gonna put my fist right in the back so it's nice and straight. Okay. Okay, so almost in there, almost. But we just don't want to force this guy, and we don't want to bang on this. We don't want to do anything crazy. It's just the spot it's in. But I did put a good amount of force on it. So try to wiggle it a bit, back and forth, back. Oh, there you go, that works. So try to turn it right, left, a quarter of a turn. So very tiny. That's all I did. This much, okay? You just saw me do that. That's all I did. I wiggled it. Wiggle it back and forth, and it's flush. It's already flush. There you go, perfect. So I don't need the bolt to compress it for me. Now I'm gonna just turn a bit so I can line with the hole, and our bolt is gonna go in, and there you go. So take your socket here and just give it a snug. Okay, you don't want to break that bolt. Just give it small little quarter of a turn. Once it snugs in, that's it. And do not forget that connector. If we do not put that connector in, there's no point of doing anything here. So now we need to get that connector on, and maybe we could use this fork to push it down, and make sure that red tab clicks in. Bada bing, bada boom. Double check it. Sensor is nice and good. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna come back out and finish out the job, and we're gonna do one more thing. Screw my tools. What we're gonna do here is, while you have this out, check out my video, how to clean this MAF sensor, okay? MAF, not a map, MAF. Okay, you can spray it right here, right now. Psst, psst. Just be careful with the engine components. And other than that, you can remove it and clean it. And what I wanna do is I'm gonna do a video on how to clean that. If you have lean code, you have MAF sensor codes, it'd be a good time to clean this guy. So the reverse procedure is pretty much, you're gonna take this guy, make sure these little guys stick into the holes down there. That's how simple this is. And you put your air duct pipe in. Make sure you put the retainers back on. I'm sure you guys can do that part on your own. because I'm not about to hold this camera. And then put everything back together. Make sure this connector is in. Make sure your cover is on. Make sure this is on. Make sure the bolt is on. You don't drop anything in the engine block. And that's it. And if you need to change the other sensors, like I showed you already, there's a bank 2 exhaust sensor here. I'm sorry, intake sensor here, exhaust here. So the one no close to the catalytic over here, exhaust, same thing over there. Anyways, bank 1, bank 2. That's how simple it is. See you guys on the next one.